So, Alexx, how are you feeling about our girl?
I like her.
Do you see a future with her?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had some things to iron out. Miscommunication.
I'm trying to have fun. I really feel like that's...
Hey guys, whoa. Hey guys, hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. We're here giving you the own reviews. Alright, cool. Like I said last time, I was not lying. So now you know, when I told you last week that Tiffany and Alexx do not have fun, you saw I weren't lying.
I'm trying to have fun. I really feel like that's what's been missing between Alexx and I, is just a fun date.
Because she admitted it in this episode, saying, listen, they need just a happy, fun date. But I want to make this very, very clear. I want to differentiate between the two things here. Tiffany said she wants a fun date. For me, what Alexx is looking for is not fun in terms of activity, but fun in terms of personality. The two are completely different. Fun in activities is where Tiffany's at. Fun in personality is where Ashley's at. What he wants is an Ashley inside of the Tiffany. So you have to deep it. Tiffany wants a fun date, but she doesn't understand that he wants a fun person.
There's Ashley. Beautiful girl, man. Sexy as hell. Been the same person since day one. Bubbly, high-spirited, you know what I'm saying?
You need that energy.
Man, I damn right, because I'm the same type. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just that whole positive flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gets me going. So.
The two are completely different. And so I believe also their communication skills are different. And so the way they communicate with each other is causing a bit of a rift. So Alexx obviously likes talking. It's clearly evident that Tiffany likes a text. She doesn't mind a little text so she can go to bed after, not a problem.
I'm used to getting on the phone and talking, not texting everything, because texting can be very misleading. If we have a situation, right then, let's get on the phone and talk about it.
I mean, I understand that, but I also want, when something goes wrong, for it to be acknowledged, not for me to have to bring it to the forefront.
Right, but it's how you acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like I'm being micromanaged. Concerning of matters of the heart or how you feel, you need to handle it a lot better than just the bossy aggression that I see here.
But obviously, Alexx has not been fully honest in the whole journey, like all the men are. Why? Because they are being chased. And when you're being chased, you have the liberty and the freedom to be a bit, free with how you particularly do certain things. And so this game, I also feel as well, this game is not built for everybody. So if someone like Tiffany, who has, I don't even like call them insecurities, because I mean, what would you say to somebody who obviously is trying to date somebody, and there's two other girls who are also trying to date the same guy you're trying to date? How are you going to feel special to that person when really and truly you want exclusivity?
But when you know that someone else is dedicating their time to other people, and then there's that missing in action, you don't know why. And you have to assume, go in protection mode, because you might get your feelings hurt. So
I can understand where the insecurity may come from Tiffany. Bearing in mind, obviously, she might have had some past issues as well. I can understand why she's not so, so open. And you have to also understand as well, Tiffany's a few years older than Alexx. And so she's like, I know what I want, I know what I need, I want to get what I want and what I need. Let's not play around here. And like I also said in the last video, I said to you, Alexx normally calls people. Shantae was getting calls. You know what I'm saying? So how is it Shantae's getting calls and Tiffany's not getting any calls? I can't say that Tiffany's not getting any calls, but I can say that obviously he was taking a sweet time to get to the call stage.
We were texting on the phone, think conversation was cool. I told her I was gonna hit her back in about 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know how I do, 20 minutes
take an hour.
Again, 11:30 was like, no good night, question mark.
So wait. You got to text her every night and say good night?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And I can also say that I watched a part of the full episode, and they have a discussion later on where they talk about the fact that obviously Tiffany's just tired of the fact that he's not consistent with this messaging.
it warrants a real conversation of, is this something that I can deal with? Is this who you are?
When I say he's not consistent, it's because if you're not consistent, it's because you're feeling a certain type of way. It may not be that I don't like you, but there's a certain type of way. Something is prohibiting me from being consistent with you. Something is prohibiting me from being consistent with you. Males are consistent. When we're not consistent, something is stopping us from being consistent. So if he's not consistent with Tiffany, something is preventing him. What's preventing him? There are some questions that have not been answered for him.
Some things to iron out. Miscommunication.
Maybe the controlling aspect of Tiffany, which I don't think particularly is controlling. I just think the fact that she's older, knows what she wants, she's assertive, and it comes out as controlling because he's trying to play. And when you're trying to play, listen, the person knows that you're trying to play, they restrict that movement. That's what it is. I would also say as well that it's quite interesting that they tried to play it off with the Tiffany being controlling, and then he went on a date with Rita. And this is on a full episode. He went on a date with Rita, and Rita was saying, "Look, I don't want to be called. I don't have to be calling you every 5 minutes. Da, da, da. I want to give you your space. Blah blah blah." And I was just thinking to myself, man, they're playing Tiffany nice, like they're playing Tiffany too well, cuz, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a quick roundup. Anyway, let's go into the actual video, what we see. So when obviously Alexx and Tiffany meet, I love the fact that obviously, you know, you get the friends on there, and the friends are going to ask some really tough questions, and etc, etc. One thing I want to note is, I had to watch it a few times just to make sure, but when they asked him, like, do you see yourself long term with Tiffany?
So, Alexx, how are you feeling about our girl?
I like her.
Do you see a future with her?
Yeah.
He paused. It was a millisecond of a pause, but he paused just before answering the question, because there was consideration in terms of there's a clause to that. When I'm answering it, say, look, I do see myself with you in the future, but there's a but clause in there. There's something else that's stopping us getting to that stage, which is what? The elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is obviously the fact that they had that altercation in terms of the messaging. And I really think that's just communication styles. But two, I think the bigger picture is the fact that, and Lacey, Lacey alluded to that when they were talking. Lacey's basically the home girl. Lacey alluded to that when they were talking on the couch, saying that you need someone who's a fun person. You need someone who's a bright person that brings something out of you, not activities. The activities will flow from the person to the activities, because once you're with somebody who's personable, it flows into activity. No matter what you're doing, it can make it fun. But if you've got somebody who just wants fun activities, they necessarily may not be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be playing Xbox, and you're not necessarily a fun person. Xbox just becomes Xbox. But when you're a fun person and we're playing Xbox, we're giggling, we're laughing, I'm pushing you in a chair, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to take your controller, it becomes fun, It's not about the game no more, it's about how we're interacting. And so fun person is different from what? A fun activity. Let's say it with me again. Fun person, personality is different from what? A fun activity. English is eluding, Fun personality is different from fun activity. Just got to have that in your mind. This was not the time to bring the elephant out of the room. You had sufficient time to deal with this before. Why are we doing this on a date? This should have been done before, so you can enjoy your date. Now the whole purpose of the date has been lost. That's not a date. That's a discussion. That's we need to talk. Completely different. And if people need to choose the timing and the seasons correctly, because people struggle to take certain information on board when they've set a particular purpose for a particular thing. You set a date. Now imagine I say to my girl or to a girl, I want to date you. Alright, I want to take you on a date. Let's go on a nice Nando's thing. Don't judge me. If you're not in UK, you understand it's not Nando's. It's chicken and chips, expensive chicken and chips. Get me? Anyway, listen. I said let's go to Nando's. Okay, let's go to a fine restaurant. We get to the fine restaurant, and that's the point that I used to now tell you. Listen, I'm not feeling this, not feeling that, not feeling this, not feeling that. Like, you're gonna be confused. This was meant to be a date. Why didn't I discuss this with you before the date? Do you get what I'm saying? This is the confusion that men bring to women all the time, because we're addressing things which should have been addressed beforehand. Why are we keeping it in our chest? Why are you keeping it in your chest? Say it back then and have a nice date, and then be able to experience a person on a fullest level. Because the whole point, the last time you had a date, you discussed something that was really deep, really personal, really personal. Why does that word sound odd? Anyway, it was very personal to the person, and you know, it made you even like, it made Alexx like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And the reason why he was like this is because the conversation was a deep one. But you want to have a fun date. You're not going to have that by discussing crazy things. And when I say crazy, discussing things that are going to bring out emotions that are going to be somber, they're going to be down, they're not going to be exciting. That's your. It could have been a fun date. It could have been a fun day, enjoying the cooking and the doughing and the meeting that you're doing and the tenderizing you were doing. Could have been a really fun date, but you destroyed it by discussing something that didn't need to be discussed. Tiffany explained that she claimed Alexx from the very beginning out loud, and even told him, so he knew Tiffany's feelings.
I have claimed Alexx from day one.
My problem with that is it's a game show, 1, and 2, yeah. Because of the options, he has the ability to blank you. And this is number 3 is it's a game. When it's a game, you cannot be too putting your foot forward. You've got to be a little bit elusive. You've got to be a little bit tactful in how you deal with certain things, and you have to also gauge where the person's at with you before you say certain things, because it's a game. And unlike real life, where you meet somebody, the person might not really meet somebody who's compatible for a long time. So actually, you're the only person they're going to see, and they're going to be like, all right, cool, it's you I want. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you're in a game, there are so many different people offering themselves to you. And then it becomes difficult for the boys to make a choice. So making your stance and saying, I choose you, like it's Pokemon Pikachu, and that's Catchem, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, do you know what I'm saying? So the ladies got to be a bit more careful in the sense of the fact that these men are getting to choose from several different women. So be smart. The Bible says, guard your heart. And when a man doesn't claim you, or when you claim a man and he doesn't really fully claim you back, you need to back yourself all the way up to Mexico. All the way up to Mexico. Just back yourself out all the way to Mexico. Pass that borderline. You need to go back to your Mexicanas. Don't cross that border to come to America. Stay back behind the lines. Wait for him to make the move, and then you can engage. Touch on Mike and she as well. Remember I said to you that Mike was so focused on a baby. Well, we've got another scenario here, and Mike even commented on one of my other videos, and I really respect him for that. It's never beef, please. So any of the other guys, please don't beef me. It's just simply what I'm stating, what I see. And I love the fact that Mike and Shia have a real relationship, and you can see that two people are wanting genuinely to be together.
Split the responsibility, and it was literally like 24/7.
They genuinely want to be together, and the reason why I say that is because, first of all, there was a lot of physical touch, and a lot of comfortable physical touch. There was a lot of nice touches which were showcasing that these two people are very comfortable with each other. Mike had his hand on her arm and just chill, and just, just rubbing her arm, and it was cool. They even latched hands like this, they even did this. It was lovely, do you know what I mean? And to see black love working like that. But we had the elephant in the room again, which was the basic fact that she is not really 100% trying to have kids. And when she when she explained the story, I kind of understood even more.
When I had Shason, it wasn't planned. So I was going to the doctor by myself. I really was alone, Nobody really come split the responsibility. And it was literally like 24/7. I had a kid hooked to me, and I damn near went out of my mind.
I'm in love with my son, but nobody understands. I had postpartum depression after I had Shason.
And like I said, when she said, nobody understands my story, I kind of got it. And Mike said, obviously, like, I want to hear your objections. What are your objections to having a kid? And when she explained, I was touched. I was like, yo, B, this is something that I would say to Mike, listen, bro, love, yeah, a lot of people don't understand what love is. Love, yeah, you love someone until death. Meaning now, if you go into the situation knowing that she could potentially get depression, I do not want to hear you chatting business about, well, we've got a divorce later on, and because, I just can't take it no more. She's already stated to you, if she has a kid, she's got the potential to have depression, postnatal depression after the pregnancy. And he mentioned it, the thing is obviously, whether, you'll be happy after that. Yes, you may not be. So, bro, I'm going to say to you, you're absolutely right about the red flag. Run with the red flag. Unfortunately, she is not your type. She is not your type. Shatava ain't either, but she is not your type anymore, because this one single thing, it could blow up your life. Not now, but it could blow up your life in future. People got to make decisions based on the future, not now. Can you see that this is going to go somewhere? If you know that this, if you know someone's about to crash, you don't get on board. Do you know what I'm saying? If you knew it was going to crash, why would you get on board? And I feel like this will crash in the sense of the fact that it's such a deep thing. And, having postnatal depression after pregnancy, yo, I'm telling you, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's just a tough one. It's really, really tough. Really, really tough. And I always say this as well, Mike can't guarantee that Shia will be happy after his pregnancy. So because he can't guarantee that, he cannot push her to make a decision to have kids. I would say, listen, if she feels the love, she'll have kids and she'll want to. But if she doesn't and she feels like, look, there's too much to risk, winner takes it all, loser standing tall. And then, guys, Bossy, I'm done for the night. You know what I mean? Listen, guys, you already know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. We've done 2 in a short space of time. Why? Because we like you guys and we want to make sure you guys are entertained. All right. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Little Black Book, you already know what time it is. Appreciate you. Boom-tastic.